Reality check, reality check, reality check. You know when you come around here, it's facts and reality. And that we depend around here, someone. Nothing else. Pure facts and reality. See? Bless up. Anyway, today I decided to shoot the video here out of my storeroom. You know, just come from work and decided I want to do this video. So just a shoot it out of my storeroom. So what I mean, you don't know. Entrepreneur. You know what I mean? So I think that if we're there here, money still a make, and if we're not there here, money still a make. Anyway, today we want to look into independent and what makes a person or a country become independent. Right? And I want to go through free from outside control. To be independent, it simply means you have to free from outside control. And also, not depending on another authorities. Not depending on another authorities. So it simply means that you're capable to take care of yourself as a person, and you're capable as a leader to take care of your nation and the people who you are leading. And the reason why we're going to this independent thing is that over the years, they've been, telling the people lies about independence. And obviously, Jamaica has never been independent. Jamaica is not independent. I can say I'm independent because everything that pertaining to me, my kids, my immediate family, I'm in charge of to get everything done. I don't depend on outside source, friend, relative, family member to do that. I do that for myself. So I can speak highly that I am independent because I don't need nobody to do nothing for me. I am capable to do everything for myself. Right? So I can say I'm independent. On the other hand, how can Jamaica be independent when from 1962, Queen Elizabeth II is the head of state of Jamaica? Secondly, you're indebted to the IMF. And thirdly, you're also indebted to the Chinese. So how can a country be independent when they are depending on outside sources for financial help, like the IMF, International Monetary Fund, that group? If you are independent, it simply means that you are capable to take care of yourself along with your people. But unfortunately, Jamaica is not. So they have a so-called independent 62. It's like giving a man $1,000 up front in the crowd. And when you reach around the corner, you stick him up and say, yo boy, give me back $1,000. And him give you back $1,000. But everybody around here witnessed that he gave you $1,000. But what happened around the corner, they did not see when he stick you up and demand back that $1,000. Well, that is the way the British give Jamaica independence. How can you give somebody their sovereignty And you are still the head of state. You're still borrowing money from the IMF. You're indebted to China. So these people have leverage over Jamaica. They have the leaders of Jamaica like a puppet. Whatever they say to do, they have to do. Because remember, you're indebted to us. So the IMF can tell you how to spend every dollar. And you have to follow their guideline. You're independent. But yet still, your money is now still printing England and Germany. Who is there when that money is printing to make sure that these people who are printing our money are not printing extra money for themselves to do whatever they want to do with it? Who is making sure and insists that the people in Germany and the people in England who are printing our money are not stealing our money that they are printing? I'm just asking. Because since we say we're independent and we have to pay for print with one money and we are independent, why can't we print our own money in Jamaica? Does that make sense? You are not independent. If you were independent, you would be printing your own money. But you cannot. Because the head of the state, Queen Elizabeth II, they make the call. So when people are run around and attack and 68 and this and 68 what? 68 what? 68 nothing. False news, conspiracy theory. You're painting the people years, decade after decade, that they are independent, and in our self, you know, say Jamaica not independent. Because to be independent, you have to free from outside control. Not depending on other authorities. And Jamaica in that category there because you borrow from China. The IMF and the Queen is still the head of states of Jamaica. So how comes you are independent? You are not. People in Jamaica are still living without running water, electricity. Those are main things that people live and strive off. And you don't even have good infrastructure in certain places. Don't talk about jobs. That's why you have so much kids leave university now and in a call center to work. The little man who used to wash his clothes and they drop out, who used to have that job, him can't get it no more. Because the people with degree are taking over those jobs. When you're talking about independent, you have to can feed yourself. Jamaica can't feed themselves right now because you export less and import more food into Jamaica right now. So, oh, you are independent. No, you are not independent. Your people are still running overseas to work in deplorable condition just to make a better wages. So where is independent? So when I see the other day, everybody running up and down in red, yellow, green and gold and independent Jamaican 60 and the 60 what? 60 years of nothing. Because Jamaica is at its worst. Jamaica is at its worst. It's a 60 so-called year of independence as you claim. Tell me where independent is in that. As you talk to a man, you know, I'm independent, I'm this, me push me one key, I'm spend me one bills, I'm do me this, I'm do that. Yeah! They can speak that way because yes, they are. But for the country of Jamaica, they cannot. Because you are not. Because you still take counsel from the IMF, International Monetary Fund. You're borrowing money from China. And the Queen of England is still the head of state for Jamaica. So how comes you are independent? Me say already, me independent. Me sit down in my workshop, they make that video. In my storeroom. Just come from work. See what I mean? Blend some natural juice. Because I don't drink nothing fake. You understand? And decide to make this video. Because listen, remember Bob saying now, you can fool the people sometime. But you cannot fool the people all the time. And I'm just asking to be independent. It simply means you have to free from outside control. Not depending on another and another authorities. You have to be capable to either take care of yourself as a people or as a country, the leader have to see it fit. You're capable to take care of the people financially. You understand? And if you can't do so, oh, you are telling me that you're independent. In the 21st century, you know, people in Jamaica still don't have running water. Don't have proper road. Don't have electricity. But yet still, you're pushing. When these people want to steal money, you know, and thief from the Jamaica taxpayers, you know, then come up with this big, humongous celebration. 60 this and 6. A thief them a thief. Thief them a thief the money. But that's the way the politician get to thief the money. By showing a crowd and large match because you don't love crowd. You don't love crowd. Big gathering. So them showing that. And behind the scene, I saw them a thief for the money. But how can you be an independent country when you are not free from outside control? How comes? You are not, because you are depending on other authorities to help you and to take care of you. You cannot be independent and does not free from outside control. And I stand here now, sit here now making this video. And Jamaica, never independent, no time at all. So I don't matter the false narrative, the conspiracy theory, the crap want to pack up in the people them years for 60 years now. That's stuck in them cranium because a lot of people now don't really read. And if they do, they're not with the understanding. A lot of people only turn on the news to get their sources from the news. And whatever they say on the news, that's what they run with. You have another set also, just listen to the Prime Minister, and whatever that the Prime Minister say, they run with it. That's gospel to their ears. They cannot think for themselves. They cannot think for themselves. They cannot comprehend for themselves. And that's the problem with the people of Jamaica. You understand? You keep 90% of the people illiterate. So you can't get to use them. If you solve your political need every 4 and 5 years. But ask yourself, all the scholars out there, the bright and articulate ones, ask yourself, and just go to Google. You have a phone and ask them the definition of independent. You will bring up maybe a couple, a few. Just read through it. If you can't, ask somebody who can read with understanding to explain the definition of independent to you. Jamaica has never been independent. And the great songwriter Bob Marley said, you can fool the people sometime, but you cannot fool the people all the time. The Queen of England, Elizabeth II, since 1962, is the head of state for Jamaica. The IMF, International Monetary Fund, you indebted to them. The Chinese, you also indebted to them. Is that independent? When you're not free from outside control? No, it's not. You can't even feed your own people. You're talking about independence. That big celebration that you guys have the other day, it's only a show. You should take that money and invest it in crime. It's a big waste for nothing. Jamaica is not independent. I deal with facts, and the facts is there. When I point them out, the Queen is the head of state. You're indebted to the IMF. You're indebted to the Chinese. You can't even feed yourself. You import more food in Jamaica than what you export right now. Is that independent? Is that independent? Much love. Stay tuned.